And just one final question. So, sort of piggybacking off of some of the things we talked about with Japan, how do you see the Reformed liturgical pattern sanctifying, bringing common grace to the land of Washington, D.C. in the same way it may do in Japan?
Yeah, I did a talk for a gala about 2 years ago in D.C., and it was a wonderful room packed with a lot of DC staffers and a few political figures. And I talked about the centrality of the church. And afterwards, a respectable man who was involved in a lot of unique political work said to me, you missed the opportunity there to talk about things that really matter. You should have talked about something very different than ecclesiology. This is very foreign to these people.
Hmm.
And I thought, well, maybe that was a missed opportunity. But the more I've thought about it, I thought, wow, that was the ideal topic to discuss in that environment that treasures power, and power that is divorced from the local worship of God's people. Power is a wonderful thing to pursue if it is guided by the word and the sacrament that is powerful because of Jesus Christ. When it is divorced of word and sacrament, power corrupts indeed. But when it is combined with a healthy ecclesiology, when power is given to those who worship the God of all power, then you have a way of thinking carefully about politics. So anyway, I think establishing an ecclesiastical environment there where people can say, this is where I will refresh my heart. This is where I renew covenant with God on Sunday in order to prepare to fight the principalities and powers of DC. I think that's the way you ought to think through these categories. You should not think of politics divorced from biblical polity, but you should think of politics always engaged first and foremost with the authority of the local church and of Jesus Christ, the ruler of the church.
Amen, brother. Thank you so much for that. I think that's a stirring and inspiring message that everyone will be very grateful to hear.
Absolutely. It's a delight to talk about these things. I'm really hopeful that God will begin to establish some roots there so we can talk about them even more often.